Once again, you're misinforming the Tekken community and no one dares to confront you. This is a lie, and like always, it is up to me to prove it. This video is a part of the Saving Tekken 8 project, where I break it down in forensic detail, the flaws of modern Tekken design philosophy.
NovaSeiken is pretty smart. No, he's not smart. He wants you to believe he's smart. He's like a fake intellectual. He uses big words. And dumb people are fooled by that. They hear big words and then they think he's smart. He's not smart. He thinks he's smart. He's like a 14-year-old edgelord.
You're talking to yourself.
First to 10 between you and NovaSeiken. NovaSeiken. Is there even a video of him playing Tekken? I assume he's garbage. I think he's probably really good at like wave dashing, back dashing, but I think he's gonna be garbage at, you know, strategy, anti-character stuff, you know.
You're talking to yourself.
Man, this is the clearest case of a projection if I've ever seen one myself. You're talking to yourself. I don't know strategy. I don't know character-specific matchups. Man, you're a combo video maker. Get a grip. I mean, are you for real? You have been caught multiple times not knowing basic move properties. It is not I who keep asking for advice to my audience for basic knowledge, frame data, and move properties mid-match. Because I actually studied this game.
What do I do? Do I just try and dick jab or power crush? Can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Round 2. Fight.
But I'm stepping right, but I can't fucking step it! I am stepping right! Imagine side steps in Tekken 8. Side steps have never been stronger than they are right now.
Dude, this game is your livelihood. You make a living out of this game. A guy like me could only dream to be even remotely close to such a position you happen to enjoy. I mean, being able to play one of my favorite games and earning a decent living through it. And there's that. Despite you having the opportunity to live and breathe this game, you are the one to this very day failing in basic matchup knowledge, not me.
It's just so tiresome playing this game. It's so tiresome. The character is so fucking stupid. Such a stupid character.
Let that sink in. I have around 1400 matches on Tekken 8. As a traditional Tekken enthusiast, the current state of Tekken 8 disgusts me. I only play this game because I have a debt to the people that made it possible for me to play modern games. Even so, despite me not even being invested in Tekken 8, I happen to be much more educated on this game than you are. I studied the game much more than you ever did. Because the extent of your knowledge is what you see on ranked. You're a ranked animal. I'm more of a practice mode and a lobby animal. We're not the same. You played this game for like 3 years already, right? And to this very day, you didn't know Victor Yaijutsu sweep would fully track both sides, for instance.
Is it possible to step the Lai sword sweep? So I'm not crazy, this is actually homing.
I mean, what you're talking about is like a Tekken game where homing attacks don't exist.
People are so dumb. People don't know about this. They don't know. There are characters where it's actually real 50-50. There's no option select. There's no option select.
Of course, Victor has an option to beat you if you step left. Of course, can you imagine if you had nothing he could do? And you could just step left and beat everything he does? It would be unplayable. And what you're doing wouldn't even be impressive because it's completely brain dead. All attacks are linear, no homing attacks. You should have an option select that beats everything. You should just be able to step left and no one can do anything.
People don't know this. People don't know this. When he's doing his wall stuff on you, all you can do is guess. All you can do is guess because there's no option select.
I mean, this video is unbelievable. Breaking news in fighting games, there are things characters can do to try and counter the option selects. Characters can try and counter your counter. Breaking fucking news, everyone.
You don't truly lab this game, and that's why you take so much stuff out of your ass and misinform your audience over and over and over and over and over again. And I'll prove this once again with another recent example. Once again, you're misinforming your audience. You're taking stuff out of your ass because you don't lab the game. What baffles me is that no one dares question you. No one dares to confront you.
But so how did they break the character? By going, but why isn't she competitive? Oh, you need to be able to attack. What can we do here? I gotta say her attacks are not that good. She tries to mix people with this that has poor range and a down 1+2 knockdown low into follow-up. It's got poor range. What do we do? Okay, step 1. Increase the range of down 1+2. Increase the range of down 1+2. Prior, she would have to like literally kissing distance or boob touch distance to get this to work. But so they buff the hitbox of down 1+2, and now she actually has a very frightening 50-50 because of the damage output, the sheer damage output of it.
No, Asuka down 1+2, her ground punch, did not have its range enhanced in Tekken 8. Stop misinforming your audience. The reason this move became so obnoxious and insufferable is because we can't backdash for shit in this game. Now, you couple that with the other ultra-offensive free win super button she received, and there you have the recipe for disaster. And it is precisely thanks to people like you that we can't backdash in this game.
I should always be able to spam my backdash so Steve can't do anything. Would that be a good fighting game? Say you got the game you wanted.
By quote-unquote Tekken game I wanted, you must realize you're talking about the Tekken game you, the main man, wanted years ago.
Would that be a great fighting game if you can just backdash away from every type of offense, mindlessly backdash? Is that a good fighting game? And I just feel like Tekken 7 You could backdash out of a lot of situations, and I'm not sure that made for a better game. Being able to defend by simply mechanical skill was not that interesting to me. Just move away. I'm not sure that's super interesting. Because honestly, this is a brain dead sequence. Get a hitbox, just spam backdash, and you just move away. Sure, you pressed buttons quickly.
Because of how dangerous he is, I stated that you must disengage to operate at a desirable range where Steve's
You
weapons
must
do not work,
disengage.
but yours do. I wasn't
You must disengage. Steve is so dangerous that you always have to move 3 meters away. I can't take this guy seriously. Not a single word out of his mouth can I take seriously. Those of you recommend that I watch this, like, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. This video is fucking brain cancer.
Since you can't backtrack on the fact that you advocated for sabotaged movement in Tekken 8, you now have to create a fake reality in which Asuka down 1+2 had its range enhanced. It seems I'm the only one who has the balls to confront you. How come no one calls you out when you misinform the entire Tekken community? You're the most successful content creator. You're supposed to be a beacon of good faith and credibility. For someone who has this game as his own livelihood, that is shameful in my opinion. You get the luxury to play this shit every single day if you feel like it, and you still fail on essential knowledge multiple times. How is that even possible? I play this game 50 times less frequently than you do, and I still happen to be more educated on this game than you are. Verifiably so, by the way. How is that even possible? Now you tell me, are you in a position to try to undermine anyone's knowledge on Tekken, considering your own shameful position? Are you serious, bro? Is that even real?
How do I feel about beef sets? Unbelievably childish. Unbelievably childish. Yeah, I don't agree with you. You, man. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna solo you, man. Yo, 1v1, let's go. I'll beat you in the first 10, man. You. Just like, if grown men do that, I'm just like,
Fight.
yeah, I don't know. In kindergarten, I would do something like that. That's for rebards. Personally, I find that to be for fucking rebards. They get a lot of views. That's great. I don't do things for views, though.
Wait, what?
I don't do things for views, though.
You don't do things for views. My neighbor, you sold your soul for the views. You gave up your integrity for the damn clicks. You literally relinquished your true self to be where you are. Get out of here. I can't even.
But yes, I just said that Tekken 7 would be a better game, in my opinion, if you buffed the movement and made it closer to Tekken 5 instead of the quite limited movement we have today. And you couple this with the most oppressive hitboxes you've ever seen in a Tekken game. Moves track more, moves have more range, and you have these super mids that, you know, hit extremely far, homing, very low mid hitboxes. You know, like Claudio back 1, Asuka forward 3, King forward 1. A lot of characters have these, and they are, if you combine those with the restricted movement, you're gonna have a bad time. You know, and he represents the modern Tekken, Tekken 7. You see this with all of the new characters basically, and DLC characters. They have these crazy over-the-top moves that just limit your opponent's defensive options. Reduce defensive options and reduce movement. What does that do with the game?
That being said, you are right in one regard. The concept of beef sets to prove who's right is childish and pointless indeed, because in a discussion, in a debate, beef sets won't prove who's right or who's wrong in the matters of game data. That much is true. Only objective truth proves who's right. And objective truth lies in the matters of game data. These are numerical values that can be measured, quantified, studied. What are these move properties in particular currently? How did they used to be in the past? Can this move track? How much did it used to track in the past? Can I move laterally on this specific interaction? Can I space this move to make it whiff? If not, could I make it whiff in the past? Here is where objective truth lies. And so far, main man, only I have brought the receipts. Only I actually engaged in intellectual debate. You claim I'm stupid. You claim I'm a fake intellectual or whatever. Okay, but where's your rebuttal? Where's the substance to your counter-argument beyond personal attacks? You have been personally attacking me for years without ever proving me wrong. I showed with living, material, unquestionable proof you lied and misinformed your audience time and time and time and time and time again. Every single one of my claims can be easily verified by anyone with access to practice mode. No one has to take my words at face value. They can verify for themselves every single one of my claims. And the only time I've ever made a methodological mistake, a numerical mistake, I made sure to retract it and apologize for it, which you never once did. I happen to put truth and truth only above everything else. You only care about your image above everything else. Again, we're not the same. And on the same note, I don't believe you have a critical view of beef sets for the same reasons I do. The reason you're bashing the so-called beef sets is you're just afraid of getting smoked by someone in a beef set and your ego would be hurt. We're absolutely not the same. I'm not against the existence of these so-called beef sets. They're just entertainment. They bring the community together to celebrate a rivalry, the making of stuff of legends. They ultimately don't prove anything aside from one player being the better player than the other that one day. If you treat them as such, as just entertainment, there's nothing wrong with them. Rivalries in the fighting game community are supposed to be cool and healthy. Well, ours isn't, of course, but for totally different reasons. Our rivalry is not healthy because you lied to your audience so much in order to have me disenfranchised, to deplatform me, to paint me as an evil, harmful figure so that I become persona non grata. You used your massive following of hundreds of thousands of subscribers to punch down, personally attack and disenfranchise me when I proved you were lying. The reason Tekken 8 is in this sorry state is because of people like you who sold their souls and played the role of shills and deceived the entire Tekken community with historical revisionism regarding traditional Tekken movement. I want you to know this. History will remember what you've done. And history will also remember those who fought for Tekken. The only reason I took this state of madness upon myself and started this crusade for Tekken was precisely because of the inaction or bad faith from the mainstream Tekken influencers. The moment they either silenced or ran blatant propaganda for strict self-interest to the detriment of the experience of everyone else is the moment they betrayed the trust and the prestige the community granted them. Silence is also a form of consent. Particularly this form of tacit, deafening silence. Those who silenced or lied do not deserve the prestige they have. In every community, we expect a better class of leaders. We expect people who can set an example, a higher standard. People willing to put truth and virtue above everything else, even to their own detriment if need be. If there's one thing that gives me comfort, is that truth will always prevail in the end. And I can sleep at peace knowing that. But can you, the main man? That is the question for the ages. At the same time, I'm tired. It is all so tiresome. Well, it's up to you guys, the spectators, to share this video. Because once again, I cannot do the sharing myself. I am silenced, disenfranchised and deplatformed everywhere I go. My entire playlist is there for anyone to see the truth. It's up to you guys. We'll be seeing each other again. God bless. Oh, by the way, Mayman, this commissioned art is my courtesy to you. I made sure to tell the artist, Soraizen, to make you as cool as possible. I mean, a true, legitimate chat. If you like the art, which I believe you will, you're free to use in your videos. I even take upon myself to personally give you the PNG, as long as you promise to credit the artist. But take it as yours to use as you wish. Anyway, let's just call it a professional courtesy. I'm pretty positive you would love to use this one in your content production, so it is yours. You can contact me by reaching out or sending someone else to get this PNG for you.
After winning the King of Iron Fist Tournament 8, Jin Kazama decided to ball the f*** out.